This is an amazing opening trap you can play with black, and more than 90% of the players are not aware about this wonderful opening trick. You would have seen this modern bishop opening a million times. I am going to discuss the 5 main variations in this, and we are going to witness some wonderful sacrifices, so stay tuned. Now, h3, preventing any bishop pinning the knight. So we have to invite the dark square bishop of the black to pin our knight on f6. White goes for it. We have to spot the standard bishop sacrifice. Once you accept it, pawn capture and the knight is under attack. So once you move this knight to h4 or h2, both are just the same, but this move is really a mistake, and we can play this pawn push using the pin of this bishop. So you cannot capture, and white can play this knight here, pressurizes your knight on f6. But we have a stunning move. Can you spot the brilliant idea? Yes, I congratulate you all who spotted this amazing move. And we have the first queen sacrifice taking place here. The best move here is not to accept the sacrifice, but if you really accept it, this is lost and we can win the game easily. After this bishop check, this rook takes is forced. After this check, you have to move here. These are the forced move. King move, and this knight is delivering a check. King has to move only one square. We can just eliminate this queen, and if you capture or not, both are just the same. If you move the king, we can just promote the pawn to a queen, or you capture the rook, we can just promote the pawn to a queen, and this is completely winning. So that is why this trick is really stunning. Let's talk about the second variation. If this knight is not going on h2 and it is going on h4, then what happens? Then again we have the pawn push, and this pawn push is really strong in all the variations. So this knight is now coming here, says okay, your pawn is under attack and we are going to deliver some checks, so you will play the king in the center of the board. But we have the stunning queen sacrifice again. We can just capture this knight, and again if you don't accept the sacrifice, we can just capture the bishop, and that's it. This is an equal game and we are attacking like anything. So you have to accept the sacrifice. If you accept, then again the same is happening. Bishop check, rook takes is forced, we can capture with the pawn. Once you move it, we can deliver a check. Once you move it, we can just capture here, and you can no longer capture here because this is mate in one, because knight is covering this essential square. So what you have to do is to play this knight move, and once we capture here, you can move the king, we can capture here, you can capture here, we can capture another pawn. This is under attack, and we are the exchange up, and this pawn is very strong. Once this pawn marches forward, we will just win the game. So the game is completely lost for white. Now let's see the other variation. In other two variations, this knight is coming out and this bishop is not here. So let's see. When you play this d6, white is playing this knight move, and you would say again the bishop move, and we are pinning this knight. So we have s3 challenges this bishop, we can push the pawn, and this is the mistake obviously. But if you accept the sacrifice, after capture, we have to play some brilliant moves to save this game. But let's see, if you played this move, then this is completely lost, and again we have to spot the wonderful idea with this pawn push, and this pawn push is always winning. But I will show you another line. This is only for knowledge purpose. We can just play this knight move, which is obviously a mistake. So if white says okay, I can just capture with the knight, queen capture is really strong and black is simply winning. But I will show you this line because this is super interesting. After this knight captures, we have to play the queen move, and without saying anything, if white says okay, just Remove this strong bishop from here and challenge it. This would be the deadliest mistake of this game. And this is the stunning checkmate in 3. We can witness this strong queen sacrifice. Once you accept the sacrifice, this knight check, and you are just completely winning. After this was double check, see, with the rook and the knight. So you should just move the king. Once you move it, we can deliver this wonderful checkmate on the board. So this is really not happening. So that is why after this we can just push the pawn. This is the absolute best move, and we should not play knight to h5, which is really bad if the queen captures takes place. So once this knight moves, let's say here, this is the mistake of this game again, and we can win the game easily. We can play this knight move and pressurizes this pawn, and you cannot still capture because the bishop is under attack. So you can expect this bishop move and says, okay, your queen is not joining the attack. So what you are going to do? We can just push the pawn, or we can just capture here and sacrifice the queen. Let's see, we can also push this, and once you go here, which is the absolute best move, we can just capture with anything. Capture with the pawn. You have to take with the bishop or the rook. Once you take with the bishop, we can just take with the bishop. Rook is here, and we have the wonderful idea. We can just sacrifice the rook, and once you accept the sacrifice, this is the forced line. So once you go here, we can just deliver a check, and that's it. The game is lost, and we are having the queen over the board, and white cannot do anything. So that is one line, but we don't have to play this pawn push, and we can directly go for this pawn capture, and you would see some moves like this. This is forced. We can just capture with the bishop, or we can go for the rook sacrifice again, but bishop is good because we can just win the queen in this fashion. So after the rook check, let's see, you can go here, we can deliver another check like this, and this is good. Or we can take the knight also. Once you capture this, you can capture with the king or anything else, or you can capture my queen. Once you capture my queen, we can eliminate this strong rook, and the game is completely lost. See, you are having 4 pieces, I am having 5 pieces, and the 2 rooks can just finish up the game very easily. So this is one variation. Let's see the other variation. After this, you can also expect this knight jumping forward and attacking this f7 pawn. But now we can play another standard move. We can just sacrifice the knight, and this is the blunder of this game. Obviously, this is the blunder. We could just castle, and that was it. And if you really want to play a safe game, you can just castle. So we are going here, and white says, okay, what is the difference in just capturing this with the knight and attacking the queen and the rook? But this is completely lost. And we could have also played another move. After this, we can just push the pawn, which is super strong. So you don't have to worry about this knight capture. It comes with a threat on the queen and the rook. And now our idea is working, this knight sacrifice. We are sacrificing the rook, we are sacrificing the queen, and we are sacrificing everything. So let's see, can you accept the queen sacrifice? The best move here is to accept the rook, and that's it. But if you don't accept, let's play this move. This is mate in 3, and I want to show you the brilliant idea with this rook's check. And once you capture here, we can deliver a check, and this would be the forced mate in just 1. So you cannot reject the sacrifice. So after this, you might expect this knight captures the queen, which is deadliest mistake, and we can win the game. We have to spot the pawn captures this time. This is the only variation in which pawn captures is working, not the bishop capture. So once you capture with the rook, we have to deliver a check with the bishop. We go here, rook check, and we go here, and this is the stunning checkmate appearing over the board. So, how was the video? I will wait for your comment. If you liked this video, you can support me by giving donations. PayPal QR code is here. Or if you want to learn for free, you can just click the link in the description and subscribe my YouTube channel, and other traps are also available there. Or if you want to attend some classes directly from me, then definitely you are most welcome to join the WhatsApp group. The link is in the description. There I charge very less fees for 1 month. So see you in the next video.